Hi, and welcome to the My SG Prop podcast. I'm Rainey, and with me today, as always, is CS. It's January 12th, 2026, and we are back with our weekly update, truly a Market Pulse edition, where we look into the latest trends, fascinating statistics, and some key research from the Singapore property scene. So much to unpack today, right, CS?
Absolutely, Rainey. It's always an interesting start to the week, especially when you see the numbers coming in. And this past week, from January 5th to 11th, has certainly given us plenty to talk about, especially with the HDB resale market.
Oh, the HDB resale market. That's always a hot topic, isn't it? I saw the headlines and my jaw just dropped. The HDB resale transactions actually increased by a whopping 21.9% in December. That's quite a jump, isn't it?
It is indeed, Rainey. 21.9% is a significant increase, indicating continued strong demand in the resale segment as we closed out last year. And on top of that, we had another record breaker. A 5-room HDB flat in Toa that sold for $1.525 million.
$1.525 million for an HDB flat. I mean, that's just incredible. Toa of all places, though it is a mature estate, very central, but still, it really highlights the premium people are willing to pay for certain locations and unit types, doesn't it? It's not just about the size, but the scarcity, the convenience, and perhaps even the lifestyle that comes with it.
Precisely. It's a confluence of factors. And speaking of unit types, something else that caught my eye this week was the discussion around prime and plus BTO flats. There seems to be a current lack of 5-room flats in these categories, which is quite interesting.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Because a 5-room flat, especially for growing families, is always in high demand. If there's a lack, what does that mean for the future supply, do you think? Could it actually stimulate more supply from the Housing and Development Board?
Well, that's the analysis. If the demand for 5-room units in prime and plus BTO projects remains robust, it would certainly put pressure on HDB to potentially introduce more of these larger units in upcoming launches. It's a natural market response, even in the BTO segment, where they try to match supply with family needs. It's something to keep an eye on, as it impacts housing accessibility for many.
That's a very good point, and leads us nicely into some of the exciting new launch promotions that are happening right now. Always something fresh in the market, isn't there?
Always. And kicking things off, we have Newport Residences, a freehold prime CBD project. Units are starting from $1.2 million, specifically for those on level 23 and above. The estimated temporary occupation permit, or TOP, is set for the second quarter of 2027.
Oh, freehold in the CBD, that's quite a statement. And with a TOP in 2027, it's not too far off. I also hear that VVIP viewing for Newport Residences is happening from January 16th to the 27th. That's a pretty tight window for those interested, so booking a slot is probably key.
Indeed. And then there's narrow residences, with units from only $998,000 or $1,930 per square foot. They also have shop units available from $1.2 million. Similarly, VVIP viewing for narrow residences is from January 17th to the 27th, another opportunity for serious buyers to get a first look.
$998,000 for Nara? That's quite an attractive entry point, especially with the per square foot pricing. And shops, too. Always good to see mixed developments. What about the Shorefront? I know that one has been on people's radars.
The Shorefront, a 999-year leasehold project, is targeting its TOP in the second quarter of 2026, so that's even sooner. Prices start from $1,817 per square foot. For those who love a view, 2-bedroom units with a sea view are available from $1.5 million and 3-bedroom units from $1.7 million. That sea view, Rainey, always a strong draw.
Oh, a sea view. Now you're talking my language. Imagine waking up to that every morning. It's definitely a premium feature. And that 999-year leasehold is almost as good as freehold, giving buyers that long-term security, which is so valued here.
Precisely. It's a very desirable tenure.
Shifting gears a little, for those not looking to buy but to rent, or perhaps looking for something truly opulent, what's on the rental property showcase this week?
We have an exceptional property in Dalvey Estate, a good-class bungalow, offering 7 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms. It sits on a substantial land size of 15,210 square feet and is available for rent at $55,000 per month.
$55,000 a month. That's definitely in the ultra-luxury bracket. A good-class bungalow in Dalvey Estate. I mean, that speaks volumes about the location and the prestige. Someone is going to be living in absolute comfort there.
Undeniably. It's for a very discerning tenant. And on the global front, for our listeners interested in overseas investments, we have a limited edition branded residences, serviced by Pan Pacific Hotel. located right in the heart of London's central business district. It's just a 2-minute walk from an interchange tube station.
London's CBD, serviced by Pan Pacific, and 2 minutes from a tube station? That sounds like a dream for either investment or personal use. The convenience, the brand, the location, it really ticks all the boxes for a prime overseas property.
It's certainly a premium offering in a highly sought-after global city. A very strong proposition for those looking to diversify their property portfolio beyond Singapore.
Wow, so much to consider this week. From the booming HDB resale market to exciting new launches and even luxury rentals and overseas investments. It's clear the property market in Singapore and beyond continues to offer a lot of dynamic opportunities.
Absolutely. It's never a dull moment in real estate, is it?
Never. That's all for today's podcast from MySG Prop. I hope you picked up something useful for your next property move, whether you're buying, selling, or renting. Don't forget to follow or share this episode with someone who's into real estate too. More insights and new launch updates await you at mysgprop.com. Catch you next time.